time papamigay namin si Pablo.
Paano ba yan? Kailangan 2 days pala kayo manood.
Guys,
look at my expression as if this is really going to happen. I'm like, I can't miss out on this. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Whoever here, I hope that you are all doing well. Just like everybody else, I cannot get enough of these performances. And obviously, because I watched these, I went back and I watched their other guestings on Rappler, and I just can't get enough. I do remember though, when the first time I saw them perform here, I was like, the equipment is not quite right. And everyone was like, oh wait, but it's a new studio. And now look at me, I can't get enough. So I spent the past couple of days watching all of these non-stop and having so much fun and just being like a giggly idiot all over again. And what I didn't get to watch with you last week was the interview segment. But all thanks to the YouTube account that is Soleil, who has subbed this, I'm going to get to watch it. So if you would have a look at the description below, you will see a link to the upload. Thank you so much for uploading and for subbing, and so quickly. Please, can we watch this together?
Yeah! Hi friends, welcome to Live Jam. We're here at the office and I'm Giselle Barrientos, your host for today, and we have the chart-topping, record-breaking, indomitable SV19 in the office.
Word of the day.
Thank you. So they just performed their track Damn off their latest EP, Simula at Wakas. Hi! Boys,
Hi, magandang araw po.
Thank you so much for being with us here again. It's our 3rd time in the office and feeling ko every single time dumabalik kayo, mas lalo kami na-excite. Wow. So salamat ulit sa pagpunta. Kamusta naman ang summer nyo so far?
Mainit.
True, very true. At umiinit pa sa bagong tracks nyo. Wow, diba?
Naipasok.
Alright, so pag-usapan muna natin yung una nyong kanta, which is Damn, that you just performed.
Damn.
Alam ko na you wanted this to be one of your, the biggest comeback, diba? And I think you lived up to what you said.
Oh, yes.
Kasi tingnan mo pa lang yung music video.
Just look at it.
Grabe yung production value at pinapantayan siya ng kanta, diba? So, salamat for putting that out in the world.
Indeed.
And it has captured social media, yung puso at atensyon ng mga tao. So, at this point, 3 months into the release, nakapagod pa ba kayo i-perform ito? Or you still find something exciting
came out 3 months
with
ago?
each performance?
I'm finding that really hard to believe.
Yes.
Justin, ikaw.
This year is flying.
Grabe, na-realize ko lang 3 months na pala nung nirelease natin
Me
yung
too.
Damn. Actually, I think hindi pa siya umaabot sa level ni Gento.
How dare you?
Kung gaano napagod sa Gento.
How dare
you?
Sorry. Pero ano naman,
We will never let it rest.
Nakaka-excite pa rin. I think hindi pa enough yung napag-performan namin ng Damn. Parang marami pa siyang deserve na stages soon. So,
it hasn't had its proper stage yet.
Love that.
That will be at kickoff.
Sa totoo lang, hindi siya, kung iisipin mo i-perform
Oh, here we go.
Hindi siya nakaka-excite siya i-perform. Pero, pag pinerform mo na siya, nakakapagod siya. Parang one of the songs na talagang nakakapagod i-perform kasi ang tindi rin ng galaw. Tapos, ayun nga, medyo sunod-sunod yung atake namin. Kumbaga, walang pahinga pag kumakanta. So, pero masaya siya i-perform.
Actually, buga yung energy talaga. And I think sinasabayan din kayo ng audience.
Yeah, sila. Actually, pag nagpa-perform ko, just naririnig
especially
namin,
the screaming parts.
Sumisigaw sila, bat ba? Parang, hindi lang tayo nagpa-perform, pati yung audience, yung 80 nagpa-perform. So, mas nakakadagdag yun ng energy sa amin and mas nabuboost lalo yung confidence namin to perform. Lalo na pag mga music festival, yung ending, yan, sumisigaw sila talaga. So, yun yung isa sa mga highlight din nung choreography nun is hindi lang kami yung gumagawa nung battle cry. It's with the audience and with 18. So, mas nakakaganda siya ng performance.
Must he always include us in everything?
I think, ang ganda nung sinabi mo na nagbabalikan kayo ng energy. So, I think para siyang cycle.
Yeah.
Nag-review ako.
Sino teacher na ito?
Si Jaira. Ayun nga. So, parang pumapasok talaga siya sa lagi yung pinaparating sa mga tao na cycle. And part of that is yung latest EP nyo, which is Simula at Wakas. Finale siya sa trilogy of EPs. And I think 1 month na since you released it, diba? Right? 1 month?
Was it?
Almost,
diba? Yeah. Maybe like 3 weeks.
Ang bilis. So ngayon na 1 month na siyang existing out in the world. Ano yung nafe-feel nyo sa reception ng 18 so far?
Did we disappoint you? Be honest.
Feeling ko
May
iba-iba
reception
eh.
pala. Hindi ako na-invite.
Feeling ko iba-iba kasi to
Joe.
be honest kami rin nung hindi pa released yung EP. Medyo mixed din yung decisions namin as a group. Though may mga times na same kami, pero pag tinanong kami ano yung favorite nyo, hindi kami makasagot. Kasi talagang iba-iba siya, iba-ibang genre, and iba yung kaya niyang i-offer sa audience. Depende na lang siguro sa mood na pinagdadaanan ng tao. But I guess yung reception ng 18 is iisa lang, which is they're very happy and excited sila mapanood yung live performances ng mga songs. Kasi from different genre to different emotion, syempre iba rin yung gagawin namin when it comes to live performance. So, listening to the EP itself, talagang iba rin yung sa ibang dimension kanya dinadala talaga eh. Like, from kanina masaya ka ngayon, mapaparealize ka saan mo ginagamit yung time mo to wala ka nang pakialam, sino ka ba, tumabi ka. Ganun yung roller coaster ride niya. So, yun yung pinaka overall na nakuha namin sa 18 na parang iba-iba man yung genre na gusto natin but really, we enjoyed this EP. So, parang, ano siya, journey rin siya. Hindi lang siya ng listening ng EP namin but of course, they can visually see yung journey rin namin as SB19. Yun.
True. Parang for any emotion, may pasok na
Tama.
at any journey. I love it. So, alam ko na this is the finale in a trilogy. At feeling ko, with any finale, meron talagang pressure eh. So, pwede nyo bang ikwento kung ano ba yung nagbunga ng idea of Simula at Wakas? Ano yung idea behind it? Going back to first, yung pag-conceptualize ng trilogy all the way to this particular EP.
Siyempre po, i-explain niya nung nag-isip.
yung trilogy kasi, siyempre nauna yung concept, pero yung mga kanta, hindi naman siya outright nandun na siya. So, as time passed by, talagang nabubuo namin yung kanta, merong mga different efforts from the members. Tapos meron din kami mga nakatulong na great minds talaga for this EP kasi nga we're trying something different. Marami rin kaming in-explore na hindi pa namin nagawa before, like yun nga yung CGI na MV namin. One of the risks na tinake talaga namin kasi kapag ginawa mo siya, kapag hilaw siya, medyo cringy siya eh. So, satisfied naman kami. Pero syempre, yun nga eh, lagi mong itatry higitan yung sagad na. Ano ba? Ang dami namin nakatrabaho na sobrang gagaling. Yun lang yung masasabi ko. Kasi, mga sikat na producers, even 1032 Lab, pagdating sa mga music videos namin, ganyan. Ang masasabi ko lang talaga, proud na proud ako for this EP. Yun lang.
Feel ko talaga yung puso behind it. Tapos, gusto ko lang din pag-usapan ng onting sinabi about cringe. I think maraming creators, kahit kahit ma-music, kahit pa-writing, ang hirap mag-push past ng cringe eh, 'di ba? So, paano kayo nakaka-push past that feeling of cringe? Or like, paano nyo ba siya na-identify? At paano nyo nasasabing, hindi to cringe, i-push natin to. Alam mo yun?
Doon naman kami natututo towards those kinds of experiences. Parang nagsisimula kami before, nahirapan din kaming hanapin syempre yung parang, yung parang idadigest ng tao agad. Kasi syempre nandito tayo sa country na medyo, in a way, parang kailangan mo muna mag-set nung isang product or yung brand or let's say yung ginagawa yung craft na yun bago nila talaga ma-appreciate. And natutunan namin siya in a hard way. Ngayon, sobrang, syempre katulad nung sinasabi namin with the CGI, syempre hindi naman din ganun kadali since meron kaming malaki sa amin yung team na meron kami pero for that kind of project maliit lang siya. So sabi namin, yung mga gusto namin para mga Game of Thrones, mga Warcraft, mga gano'n. So syempre parang baka pagdating dun, mahirapan kami pero we're very happy and nakakatuwa kasi yung mga people behind us are very passionate.
For sure,
Saka siguro as an artist, yung cringe, parang it's your right to experience all of those. Kasi parte talaga siya ng growth mo. Nag-uusap nga kami kanina. Sabi ko, nabasa ko yung pangalan ko doon. Si Edges pa ako. Sabi niya, bakit nahihiya ka ba sa nangyari dati? Sabi ko, no, I'm proud. Pero ayoko lang binabalikan.
Yeah.
Ayoko lang masaya siya.
Totally understand.
Siya. Pero parang parte ng growth mo as an artist eh.
Pablo,
Tapos
I love
dun mo rin nag-build yung people mo. Kumbaga, dun mo nahanap yung mga taong sumusuporta sa'yo as you grow. So, okay lang. Cringe. Good.
2025 na naman eh. Di ba, parang yung mga creators nga, or let's say yung mga sinasabi nilang dating cringe, ngayon sila yung, di ba, yung nauuna sa kung anong pwedeng i-adapt yun.
Mismo. Yeah, cringe is an important part. Siguro pag nag-cringe ka, ibig sabihin nag-grow ka. Yeah, and you redefine.
I really love that. I mean, I think a lot of people probably think that way anyway. You may cringe at what other people do, but when you look at your stuff, you're like, oh, I was young, I was silly, I don't know, I was inexperienced, and I don't know, I'd never really look back at my stuff and cringe as such, but I do look back and be like, oh my gosh, I literally didn't know anything about anything at that time. Like, I was so immature, or I was so little back then. So I look at it in a different way, but I really appreciate them, again, using this opportunity. A great question from the Raplet team right here, but I really love that they use their opportunity to talk about this and be like, just own it, be proud of who you were, that was once you, and even the you of today is not going to be you forever. It's all about growth.
Find that, guys. Kung ano ba ang pop,
didn't I sound like I know what I'm talking about?
Opening doors for everybody at napaka-exciting. And I think isang susi para mawala yung feeling ng cringe is time.
I love
so I think it's time for another song from SB19. So here to perform another track of their EP Simula at Wakas. This is SB19 with Time. If you're just tuning in, this is Live Jam with SB19, and they just performed their track Time off their latest EP Simula at Wakas. We're back with the boys again.
Hey.
And grabe yung energy from them papunta sa Time. Na parang hype ka, tapos biglang, ay wait, time is short. Ay. Biglang nag-emote. So this one is more of a ballad for sure. At saka meron talagang mga tumatagos na tema dito sa kantang to. So what I wanna know is for each of you personally, ano yung mga linya na pinaka nag-resonate or that struck you the most sa kantang to?
Let's go.
Each one.
Hirap naman ito. Hirap. Parang napag-usapan natin to last time eh. Napag-usapan natin to last time. Pero feeling ko kasi nagbabago-bago rin eh.
Iba-iba.
Wala akong maisip. Kayo ba? Meron ba kayong naisip?
Ngayon, meron akong naisip for today.
Ano?
Stuck inside my never-ending thoughts. Kasi
why?
Pag overthinking, ganyan.
Yeah.
Parang, ayun lang, mahirap, ma-stuck sa, problemang binubuo mo sa sarili mo. Yes. Wow.
Talked about that in the podcast, didn't he?
Sige, ako na nga. It's better to try.
Well, that is literally your motto.
Pagsisihan mo in the long run. Ayoko kasing tumanda ako na hindi ako nag-try.
Di pa ba?
Ako yung line, medyo mahaba yung all of these are natural. Kinanta na siguro yung parang when we vanish, we don't really go. Kumbaga, yung parang line kasi na yun, parang kapag nawala tayo sa mundo, hindi naman tayo totally nawawala. Naiiwan natin yung mga inspiration na binigay natin sa mga tao, yung mga memories na binigay natin sa mga tao, yung mga aral na natutunan natin. So, it's better to try everything while you're here. Parang gawin mo yung best mo kasi hindi mo alam kung sino yung nai-inspire mo ng mga tao.
Yes.
Sino yung pwedeng ikaw yung maging northern star nila para na maging inspirasyon para masabi nila, ito yung nag-ano sa akin, nag-udyok sa akin gawin tong bagay na to. Siya yung nagpalakas ng loob ko. So, yun yung favorite line ko. When we vanish, we don't really go.
That's so true. I actually really love that line as well. And sorry, I'm talking a lot, but they make me want to talk a lot. And you've seen this already, so we're watching this together, okay? But I really love that. A slight kind of like example to this. My mum lost her mum not that long ago, and obviously it's quite an adjustment to know that she's just never going to be on the end of that phone. She's never going to hear her voice again. And I always say to my mum, I'm like, you have no idea how much of her you carry within yourself. Like, you are so much like her, and like I probably am as well. Like, it's kind of like passed down generations, isn't it? And I was like, it's not a consolation because yes, you won't have the physical person there, but you are her. Okay, and the things that you do, try and take note of it and be like, that's what my mum used to do. Because I do it as well. I do things and I'm like, oh my gosh, like there are so many things that are different about me and my mum, but also there are so many things that I do that I'm like, I totally take after her. And those will be the things that you kind of like carry forward with you. And also, I know that Pao is talking here as a singer, as an artist, about inspiring people. But I really think that even like small moments of kindness, you never know who might need it. And whoever you come across in a day-to-day, you might meet them just for one day. You might meet them for like regularly for a year at work, for instance, before they move on to bigger, better things. But if you can impact them or allow them a space to feel safe and good and flourish, like that will stay with them, and maybe they'll pass that down to people they come in contact with. And I just feel like it's like a butterfly effect.
Ito yung nag-joke sa akin gawin tong bagay na to. Siya yung nagpalakas ng loob ko. So, yun yung favorite line ko. When we vanish, we don't really go.
Sa akin medyo connected din doon. Kasi yung bigla lang pumasok ngayon sa isip ko, yung scattering stars in the night sky. Kasi di ba may mga sinasabi tayo na pagka when we die, nagiging stars na lang tayo. So parang medyo connected din doon. Na parang kahit mawala tayo, hindi naman talaga tayo totally mawawala. Kasi tayo yung magiging star. Siguro pwede tayong maging guide ng someone, or alam mo yun, tayo yung magbibigay ng light dun sa mga taong nawawalan ng light. So parang, ayun, yun yung favorite part ko so far ngayon. Today, as of
why is he being such a cutie today?
Bago yan mamang
Tingin sila ng oras lang.
Di ba? Kala nyo 12:09. Na-prank ko kayo.
Sa akin naman,
such a cutie.
Many things we can't control. Yun. I mean, like, madaming bagay na nangyayari, like, naturally, that, you know, hindi talaga natin hawak. For example, yung buhay natin. I mean, like, it's the reality na walang araw, mawawala tayo kasi hindi naman tayo immortal. So, ayun, it's yung klaseng bagay na ano,
hindi
ko talaga hawak, and naturally, you'll pass. So, ayun, it's one of the things now that we can't control. Like,
actually. Grabe. Pang GM yung mga quotes. GM.
Group message to all.
GM. Send to all. Kung di nyo alam yun, tanongin nyo mga atit kuya nyo kung ano yung GM. Anyway, yeah, so alam ko na mention nyo nga yung pag-set ng star to guide other people in the future. And I think napakalaking tema rin nun sa work nyo as a whole is a sense of community. At saka yung pagbukas ng pintuan for other people. At saka pagbuo ng espasyo for people, mga 18, mga iba pang Pinoy acts. And siguro isang malaking kumbaga success dyan is that you're able to do huge shows like the Philippine Arena na gagawin nyo this coming May 31 at June 1. 2 days sa Philippine Arena. Diba? Palakpakan naman natin yun. Grabe. Ano yung pinaka-excited kayo for it? And how do you feel about it?
Siguro kasi first time namin magpa-perform sa Philippine. I mean,
solo concert
sa
sa Philippine
diba? Parang
I love that UTAP. Never not.
Kasi pag hindi namin stage personally, pero
yeah.
ano siya,
it's your show.
Ayun, sobrang excited kami na makita yung, syempre yung cheers, makita ulit yung 18, and syempre galing, nasa first quarter galing tayo, tapos medyo matagal-tagal kami nagpahinga for, hindi man pahinga, so,
you were always group, around.
Matagal kami hindi nag-release
ng
EP and ng ganitong kalaking projects. So, ayun, nilook forward namin talaga syempre lahat ng performances and interactions namin with the 18, with our 18.
Siguro isa din, ako pinaka-excited ako sa setup ng stage namin. Kasi for the
just speaking voice
time,
sounds deeper than normal.
In a way, yung very kakaibang creative stage na ginawa namin was the last time was sa nung pandemic pa. So, ngayon, gusto namin ibigay lahat for the staging. So, na-excite talaga ako. Doon lang, sa setup, sa makikita ng audience mismo.
Ako naman excited ako sa pakiramdam nung concert. Kasi alam naman natin, pag nagpa-practice, you always try your best. Parang sabi nga nila, gawin mo na as if you're already performing on stage. Pero kasi pag nagpa-perform ka na sa stage, maraming factors na nagbibigay sa'yo ng yung makatindig balahibo na feeling. Yung mga let's say, mga effects, sigawan ng tao, yung energy na binabato ng mga kagrupo mo. Tapos, marami kaming makakasama kasi ang laki ng stage ng Philippine Arena eh. So, parang lahat yun, ini-imagine ko ngayon, kinikilabutan na ako. Pero pag nandun ako, for sure, parang it's something na hindi ko makakalimutan ever in my life.
Dalawang bagay yung nilolook forward ko. Una is, I want to see how the team will move dun sa Philippine Arena. Kasi syempre, nasanay kami na, Araneta Coliseum and then yung Mall of Asia Arena. So parang this time, parang gusto ko silang makita kung ano yung gagawin nilang tawag dito, paraan, paano sila tatakbo, paano,
logistics magic.
Gusto ko makita yun. Even yung pagsistayan, paano. Kasi parang walang malapit na ano dun, di ba?
Magka-camping daw kayo, balita.
So parang dun ako na-excite sa overall experience ng team, kung ano yung mga kakaharapin naming problems, ano yung mga possible things na masolusyonan namin on the day or mga ganun. Second is yung after concert. Excited ako marinig yung sasabihin ng 18 paglabas nila ng arena. Is it, grabe, sulit yung bayad ko? Or is it, grabe, kulang yung binayad ko, dapat more pa pala kasi grabe yung experience. Yun yung look forward ko.
Maglagay na lang tayo ng ano doon, yung donation
experience ano.
How was your experience?
How was your experience?
Smile. Actually. Ikaw, Ken?
Sa akin naman po, medyo tinitingnan ko yung future and I'm parang excited ako sa growth and experience na makukuha namin kasi this is gonna be the biggest stage na pag-performan namin and it's not easy kasi medyo heavy yung pressure na nararamdaman namin ngayon kasi yun nga po, other than parang sobrang laki ng crowd and 5 kami nandun other than like our dancers then behind us. But even though parang happy kami na nandun, but iba yung pressure na makukuha mo sa ganong kalaking stage and really have to carry ourselves like with confidence that would like with our head high, ganon. And I'm really looking forward also sa team namin. Gaya na sabi ni Stel, kung paano kami mag-grow kasi I think this is gonna be the first time din also na with like 1Z company namin and parang first time and then with that kind of stage, the biggest stage in the world. So, ayun, sobrang bigat ng pressure actually, even though na parang we're not showing it, but that's why talagang pinaghahandaan namin ng matindi itong show na to kasi ayaw namin ma-disappoint ng madaming tao.
As if you would.
We just want the best for everyone. We just want the best for ourselves.
It's good that they feel that, right?
Behind us, yung teamwork namin, yung unity. That's why yung pressure nandun, naturally, but I'm pretty sure na madami kaming lesson and, madaming lesson and experience, growth, spiritually, mentally, and yeah.
True.
Yun. Basta yun na yun. Naintindihan na nila yun.
Alam niyo na yun. Pero gets, parang the more pressure, feeling ko, mas masarap din lalo yung tagumpay after. Yeah. So excited na rin ako for you guys to experience the aftermath.
May ticket ka ba?
Meron ba?
Wala.
Usap tayo mamaya. Charing nga. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Ililibre daw kayo ni Pablo lahat.
Ay, huy, nasa camera yun. Charing.
Hindi. Papakat na lang po nung kuya.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you guys to experience this and to get to that yung victory feeling na. Kasi for me, deserve nyo.
Oh, yung tsaka syempre, pagka day 2, diba? Ang pinaka dapat i-look forward na lang kasi ang available na lang ngayon, yung day 2. Syempre sa day 2, doon magsi-stage start si Pablo, diba?
Yun yung pinaka-antay po namin.
Taking on Pablo this time. Pablo's up, he's gonna do a stage dive.
Di ba namimigay namin ng mga merch sa dulo? This time, papamigay namin si Pablo.
Paano ba yan? Kailangan 2 days pala kayo manood.
Guys,
look at my expression as if this is really gonna happen. I'm like, I can't miss out on this.
Tapos na siya.
May binubulong to.
Si Josh, magta-topless na naman. Inaantay ko rin yun.
Para ikaw yun.
Breaking news. May magta-topless.
Sa day 1 si Josh, sa day 2 si Ken.
She's your fighter na lang.
Si Stel both days.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Uy, grabe naman si Pablo nga. Day 3 daw siya. Day 3 daw siya magta-topless.
O yan, alam niyo na, bilhin niya na both days. Okay. Ngayon, gusto ko iba to yung tanong kay Justin. Ayun nga.
Sasaluhin ko.
Sakit niyan pag binato mo.
Anyway.
Toys.
Alam ko yung creative director and everything with the visual. So, simula pa lang sa Dam, nakita namin na nagle-level up rin talaga yung production value ng everything, di ba? And then with a stage as huge as the Philippine Arena, na hindi lang yan basta-basta mapupuno. Parang, ano yung naging inspirations mo behind this era and how do you explore those inspirations?
For this era po, I think mas collective yung work namin this time, unlike before. So ngayon po, parang we decided nga to somehow stop yung mga solo activities namin para lahat po kami parang full, anong tawag doon? Full force, sa all hands, all in dun sa dito sa comeback namin. So, yeah, together forever. Amen. Tapos, so yun, parang I think creative wise, it's hindi lang ako yung kumbaga nag-isip talaga, but it's very collective yung for this era, and we decided nga rin to collaborate with great minds like 1032. Tapos syempre we have new people din sa team namin, so medyo kakaiba yung process namin ngayon kasi nga parang binigay namin lahat, even yung ibang tao pinakinggan namin. And even, parang kakaiba talaga eh. So, nakakatuwa lang kasi even though iba-iba rin yung gusto namin individually, somehow mas nag-match kami ngayon. Yes. Unlike before na mas siguro less yung parang pagtatalo namin.
I think because they see their overall vision together. That's why.
Hindi mas less pero compare sa before. Ganyan. So, with the concept naman siguro, yun nga, even wala pa yung Dam, nasa isip namin na parang yung nakikita naming image for Simula at Wakas is medieval, Game of Thrones, epic, ganyan. So, ayun, nakakatuwa na nag-match.
Na pull off ng bongga.
I love when Jar gets all serious to talk about that creative director side of things.
One last song from you guys. But before we get to that last song, which is Doon Ka, can you tell us about the story of this song? I think sobrang ingay niya online ngayon, di ba? Kasi sobrang star-studded. Actually, sobrang laman ng video.
Actually, yung song talagang maingay din talaga yung song.
Maingay din yung song, literal. Nakakagising siya sa umaga. So, yung binubuo niyo yung music video, paano niyo naisip yung mga cameos? I think isa to sa mga pinaka-pinag-usapan eh.
Actually po, nung simula, sabi namin, okay, ang laki ng gastos natin sa Dam. Gawin natin tong chaotic, pero hindi very expensive, parang ganyan. Syempre, yung mga utak namin, ang daming pumapasok, gumalaw, nag-isip. Ayun. So, parang naman, in a way, kasi they are like friends din naman yung mga guests na kasama namin. So, they really helped us to be there. Parang ganun. So, nakakatuwa. And naisip lang namin siya, bakit nga ba? Bakit tayo nagpasok ng guest? Kasi siguro yun nga, yung concept na parang chaotic, we want it na very, cultural. Tapos, sino rin yung, parang yung message nung song, we thought of people na sino yung magsasabi rin ng ganun. Na dun ka.
You're on the same page.
Dun ka. Parang ganun. So, kaya meron kami mga guests na pumayag naman. So,
kaya pala dun si Queen Yasmin. Dun ka.
Tsaka siguro, yung parang yun nga, yung since yung kami, parang persistent kami or makukulit talagang pag may crazy idea, gusto namin pinapasok. So, ano kami, yung mga ideas namin isa-isa. Uy, pwede ba to si ano? Pwede ba si ano? Tapos, ayun, parang ako naging talent coordinator ng time na yun sa dami ng friends na niyaya ako. Tapos, thankful naman ako sa lahat sila pumayag. And lahat sila game agad. So, ayun, salamat sa inyong mga friendies, mga tropa peeps natin dyan.
Gets.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Actually, gusto ko isali si LeBron James, si Stephen Curry.
Sayang.
Nag-prepare for finals.
Ano sabi nila? Payag kami yan. Sabi ko, ay, wag na pala.
Wag na pala, oo.
BFF po kasi sila eh.
May beef.
BFF.
Akala ko beef. Gawa ng drama.
Yung BFF po sila.
BFF sila ni Lebron. Ayun. Ayan. Tapos, dito sa kantang Tunandong Ka, meron agad iconic na sayaw. Sinasayaw siya ng pamangkin ko eh. Asan ba yung?
Wow. Asan na yun?
Yung ganito.
Ito.
Tsaka sumayaw. So, yes, yan. So, yun. Very iconic ang mga sayaw sa mga kanta nyo. But, I wonder if meron pa kayong other genres of dance na gusto nyo i-explore sa mga future works nyo.
Kami naman kasi, when we do choreographies, we make sure na match talaga siya dun sa sound.
Yeah.
And with our sound ngayon, ni SB19, yes, exploring kami. Pero, hindi kami masyadong nagfo-focus sa kung ano yung genre na itatry namin. It's more of, ano yung babagay dun sa song namin, na mas, bukod sa catchy yung song, kailangan i-match yung isang isang choreography din, para mas mabilis siyang maalala ng tao. Kasi, when you say kasi genre or type ng dance, binabagayan talaga siya ng tamang tunog din. So, may hirapan kaming mag-incorporate ng isang type ng dance sa ganitong klaseng genre ng song, lalo na kung hindi sila super match. Baka mahirapan din kami i-perform siya kung gano'n. Kaya kami, with Kuya Jay, talagang every choreography na ginagawa niya, talagang pinapacheck niya sa amin, okay ba kayo dito? Tapos parang, especially with Dongka, talagang naging super, kami, hindi naman strict, pero super, totoo kami kasi gusto namin maging maging eye-catching yung choreography niya. Tapos yung madaling sabayan ng mga tao, para sa ganun, masarap siya pakinggan, masarap din siya sabayan, para pasok na pasok siya sa banga, parang ganun. So, mas doon kami nagpo-focus, more on the type ng dance, doon kami sa, ano yung mas kayang gawin ng tao, para makasabay namin sila sa experience while listening to the music. Parang ganun. Kayo ba, may gusto ba kayong i-add doon?
Ang galing.
Siguro, if merong mang genre na hindi pa namin nagawa, gusto mag-jazz.
Oh, please?
Jazz.
Oh my gosh.
Medyo tricky nga lang yun. Pero it's something na fun.
Try lang naman, di ba?
Oo nga, try
It's
lang
better
naman.
to try.
Sabi lang naman try. Wala naman sinabing gawin. Try lang.
Actually, parang sumisikat nga jazz ngayon sa mga rapper. Napansin ko kay Doechii, kay Doja Cat, SB19, baka naman.
Or gusto nyo interpretative talaga.
Pwede, di ba? Walang kanta, interpretative lang. Ay, sasayaw lang.
Gusto nyo sabayang pagbigkas?
Pwede.
Pwede rin yun. Try natin next time. Parang kayang-kaya naman ni SB19 yun.
Correct.
Anyways, yun po yung answer namin today.
Gets. Alright.
Pablo's hand on
sa
Steph's
music
leg.
video,
He's
my
like,
last questions.
behave.
Napakadami rin niyang memes, cultural references. Kung chronically online ka, tulad namin, marami kang masuspot. Parang pinag-usapan namin kanina, yung kay Derek Ramsey, yung may kamatis na binato.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, for each one of you, ano yung favorite niyong reference doon or Easter egg?
Queen.
Actually, ang dami. Pero sige, ikaw, ano yung
Ako
for you?
favorite na mahirap. Wait lang. Mag-isip muna ako. Nag-isip.
Gusto ko yung kay Jaya at kay Steph. Yun yung one of the favorite scenes ko dun sa music video. Kasi yun nga parang naisip mo lang yun, ba? Parang si Jaya kasi.
Since lagi niyang ginagaya yung mga videos ko sa TikTok, sabi ko sa kanila, pwede ba natin ipasok si Jaya? Tapos sabi nila, why not? Tapos sabi ko, kasi may naisip na akong scene talaga. Like yung superhero shot, pasok isang member, isa-isa. Tapos sa dulo, akala nila, syempre expect nila ako yung papasok, pero biglang si Jayat. So parang mga ganun. Batuhan lang talaga kami ng idea. Tapos super thankful ako na kinagat nila yung yung idea na yun.
It fits really well.
Super nag-work siya. Kahit kami, nung sinushoot namin, tawang-tawa yung buong cast, lahat ng
It looked like a blast to film.
Oo. Kayo, ano favorite part nyo? Doon sa mga sa mga iconic or mga memeable.
Memeables.
Pero may isa silang hindi napansin doon. Yung parang, hindi ko pa kasi nakita. Yung, di ba po may scene doon na yung mga, in a way, sabongero. Nanonood sila ng video. Pero in a way, hindi inaalagaan nila. Tapos ang pinapanood nila, nilagay nung staff namin na yung TikTok
Chicken
namin
banana.
nasa gitna si Ken.
Chicken banana.
Parang pinapanood nila yung manok, parang gano'n.
Okay.
Kaya may
Ibang manok yung pinapanood.
Different kind of chicken.
Mga sayang moments.
Cute.
Manok collab.
Sayang. Pero ayun.
Nice, nice.
Kayo.
Ano pa?
Lahat
Palo,
yes.
yung palo nanay, yung
Kasi
hinahabol.
ginawa talaga namin siya dahil, yun nga, inspired by Filipino culture. Kumbaga, nandun yung lahat ng meron kung ano tayo. Kasi parang may nakita nga ako parang isang parang reactor. Sabi niya, paano maintindihan ng ibang references dito ng yung mga foreigners? Pero at the same time, maganda nga na makita rin nila para mas maintindihan nila yung Filipino culture.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
It's the kind of stuff that you wouldn't know until you went and lived there.
Yung mga references. And for us kasi, yun talaga natural siya lumabas So, yun yung authentic experiences natin araw-araw at yung kultura natin. Kaya, very proud kami na pinapakita namin or hinahain namin sa Pilipinas ko ano alam meron tayo. And at the same time, syempre, in a way, di ba, parang gusto din natin na itama ng konti yung ibang mali. Pero in a soft way, yun lang, parang gano'n. Kasi may mga iba rin kaming references doon na syempre, sila na bahala sila na bahala mag-figure out.
I was about to ask Ano ba yun?
Tsaka gusto ko pasalamat pala sa mga nakatira sa San Isidro. Tama sa San Isidro, Quezon City. Grabe, sobrang sila, cooperative lahat. Parang yung mga nakatira doon, gets nila na may shoot that day. So parang sabi nila, sige, cast na din kami. So parang talaga siya, napakiusapan. Parang sabi nila, sige, gusto rin namin mapasama dyan. So yung mga nanay doon, bukod sa nanay namin, may mga ibang nanay doon na gusto nila sumama lang sa Zumba, ganyan. Tas sila sa mga isa sa mga kahit yung mga vendor sa gilid, nandun sila dati para magbenta. Pero nalaman nila na may shoot. Doon na sila tumambay kasi yung team namin bibili ng taho, bibili ng buko, bibili ng kwek-kwek. So parang community na talaga siya. Even yung mga bata na nasa gilid, sobrang saya. Nakikisayaw sila, nakikirally sila kunyari. Sobrang saya talaga ng experience. Napakadaming core memory. Yan.
Ang cute. As in, parang safe space nga talaga Which is,
Tsaka walang nag-leak. Ang galing.
Ay, true.
Sa sobrang daming tao, walang nag-leak. Ang galing talaga.
Actually,
public
diba?
Pa yun,
Yun nga As in, grabe. As in, hanga rin ako sa team nyo, sa mga fans nyo. Like, yes.
Actually, may nag-leak pala, yung mga nanay namin. Yung mga nanay pala namin yung nag-leak.
Well,
sabi nila,
hindi kayo pwede magalit sa kanila.
No choice.
No choice.
How did they leak it?
Sabi nung nanay namin, walang nag-leak. Teka, mag-live nga kami sa TikTok. Nag-live sila sa TikTok. Sinabi nila may special daw na MV. Thanks, Mom. You're the best.
Wala. Sila ang totoong boss, mga nanay.
Galing talaga ng mga nanay. Thank you.
Well, I love that, and I'm so excited for the show, for other projects that you have, and I think dito na nagtatapos ang ating interview, sadly.
Hindi to totoo.
Pero pwede nyo pa rin sila makita on May 31 and June 1 sa show nila.
Still chatty and like ad-libby during this.
Still
So
available.
cute.
Balita ko may magta-topless daw, so go. Get your tickets now. Joke lang yun. Okay, so for all of you music lovers and 18, share your thoughts and comments.
Okay, this was so much fun. Sorry, let me just go back and pause on our lovely, lovely boys. So much fun. And actually, the most interesting part in this for me was all of the Dunker talk because, some of the culture, obviously, around Asia is somewhat similar, and I think there are ways that we can all relate to each other, but there are some very specific things. Like, for instance, I was having a conversation with somebody who wasn't born here in England, and she was talking to me about how she really struggles to fit in because she's like, sometimes people will start talking about stuff that a movie or a program that they grew up watching, and she's like, I just didn't watch that, and if I watch it now, I still wouldn't be able to relate to them because I didn't watch it back then. She was like, it's a really weird thing, but I fit in, I speak the language, but I also don't fit in. And I was like, that's really interesting because I feel like that. I feel like I can relate on so many levels to Filipinos. And I feel like if I were to travel to the Philippines or even like live there, I feel like I'd feel very comfortable, but there will be things and there will be like colloquialisms, is that a word? And talk and stuff that just would go above my head. And a lot of Dunker, although I could see what the message was, I could kind of translate it in my head and make it like, if this was applicable to me, what would this mean? I understood it in that way, but there was just so much in there that I didn't understand. And so I'm really grateful there were many Filipino reactors and things that did like a real in-depth analysis that I went and watched. And of course, you all commented under my video telling me of all sorts of stuff as well. And I really appreciate that. And I quite like that I came into loving SB19 when I did, because I got to slowly learn of quite a lot of like cultural aspects. And so like 2 years into all of this, they release a song like this, and I'm not having a cultural shock. Do you know what I mean? So I quite like that for myself. A really, really wonderful interview. In the beginning, there were some very wordy questions, and I feel like the boys are still getting out there, starting to talk about the EP and stuff, and some of that was missed, but great questions. Honestly, great questions. And I love it. Please do drop me a comment about this interview segment. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. And I am also excited about both days of the concert. It's a shame that they're not going to be live streaming it, but it's okay. Obviously, they want to really enjoy it with all of the 18 that are going to be in the arena. And I will be watching fan cams and just keeping an eye on X and seeing what everybody is sharing. And honestly, I know that I'm still going to get such a good experience because 18 share so much. You all look out for each other, for us, and I'm looking forward to being able to catch up and be a part of all of the fun and festivities in some way or another. Thank you so much for watching this with me. I hope that you had fun, and until I see you next time, take care. Stay safe. Bye.